What if I told you that your 9 to 5 job isn't what you think it is? We're about to dive into a pretty provocative theory from a source known as the wealth paradox. And it claims the job you go to every day isn't just a way to pay the bills. It's a psychological system, one that's been engineered for control.
Right there, that's the core of the whole argument. A really shocking claim when you think about it. The idea is that the entire salaried system we live and breathe has a hidden agenda. To keep you right where you are, to keep you on a treadmill, running, always feeling like you're moving, but never actually getting anywhere. So how exactly does this trap supposedly work? Well, according to the wealth paradox, your salary is the bait, and it uses 4 specific, kind of dark psychology tricks to keep you obedient, to keep you financially stressed, and honestly, just too damn tired to fight back. We're gonna break down every single one. Okay, trick number 1 is called the paycheck illusion. The argument here is that the way you get paid, every 2 weeks like clockwork, that's not for convenience. No, it's a calculated move, one that's based on how your brain works, designed to manipulate what you focus on and lock you into a short-term loop. And this right here, this is the psychological weapon they use. It's a real thing, a documented cognitive bias called temporal discounting. All it means is that our brains, they're literally hardwired to choose a small, guaranteed reward right now over a much, much bigger reward way off in the future. And the system, well, it exploits this weakness perfectly. I mean, this just lays it out perfectly, doesn't it? That paycheck, it's a dopamine hit. A little drug delivered every 14 days. It feels good, it feels certain, and it keeps your entire world shrunk down to just the next 2 weeks. It makes the idea of building a business, something that might pay off big in 2 years, feel, fuzzy and risky. And the result? You get stuck in a 14-day loop for 40 years.
All right, on to trick number 2. The source calls this one the Golden Handcuffs. And this is brilliant in a really twisted way. It's designed to make you feel like you're winning, like you're making progress, when in reality, all you're doing is tightening your own chains.
So it all starts with this. The annual review comes around, you sit down with your boss, and boom, you get a 3% raise. And you feel great, right? You feel valued, you feel successful, you've made progress, you might even feel a little grateful.
But then, reality comes knocking. Let's say in this example, real inflation is sitting at 4.5%. That means the cost of gas, of groceries, of rent, it all went up by 4.5%. Suddenly, that raise doesn't look so good anymore. In fact, it's not even keeping up.
And here's the punchline of the trap. You've actually taken a 1.5% pay cut. You are poorer than you were last year, and you literally thanked your boss for it. And what do we do when we feel like we're making more money? We upgrade our life, right? A bigger apartment, a new car payment. And just like that, you are mathematically incapable of quitting. You're dead. Now that's your real boss.
Now, trick number 3, this is what the source calls the biggest financial deception of them all. It's the dangling carrot, the promise of a golden future that keeps you compliant your whole life. And it is all built around your 401k. Just look at the numbers here. It's chilling. Over your entire career, your 401k might grow by, say, $700,000. But in that exact same time with your mortgage, your car loans, your credit cards, you'll pay pretty much the exact same amount, $684,000, in interest to the banks. The argument is you're not building your retirement, you're building the banks. They get their money now, and you get the leftovers when you're too old to even enjoy it. The fourth and final trick is maybe the most insidious because it's purely psychological. It's not about money, it's about conditioning your mind for decades until the very idea of acting on your own feels terrifying. This is what the source calls the permission prison. Seriously, think about it. It starts when we're kids. For 12 years in school, you're conditioned. Raise your hand to speak, ask to use the bathroom. Then you jump into the workforce, and for the next 10, 20 years, you have to submit a formal request just to take a day off to see your own family. After 22 years of asking permission for everything, the source claims your brain literally starts to forget how to take a risk. It's a real psychological state called learned helplessness. You stay, not because you want to, but because you've been trained to be afraid to leave. So after painting this incredibly bleak picture of the 9-to-5 trap, the source doesn't just leave you there hopeless. It actually proposes a path out, an escape plan. And it's one that doesn't involve quitting your job tomorrow and hoping for the best. This strategy is called paradox income. And it's pretty simple, really. Step 1, use your 9-to-5 as a tool. Let it pay the bills, keep the lights on. But step 2 is where the magic happens. Every night, for just 1 hour, you build a skill that creates an asset. Something you build once that can pay you forever, like a digital product, an ebook, a YouTube channel. That income, what's called your paradox income, that's step 3. That's what buys your freedom.
And so, this whole analysis leaves us with one final, pretty heavy question. The theory is that the system is designed to keep you exhausted, to keep you distracted, to keep you from ever looking up and seeing the bars of the cage. The first step to winning is to just be awake to the game. So, are you awake? If you're ready to escape, comment escape below and follow for more.